months, and we'd be hoping to be at the stage where, hey, it's moving upwards, and we've got the foundation sorted out. But we know we haven't. So it's tough, and it's quite wearing as well, especially when the emotional side gets in.
They've only sold 1,000 of the expected 5,000 Millennium prams, but at least the children are settling into life in Yorkshire.
Did you win your Stefan?
No, I didn't.
You were in the draw?
I need to do.
Here we go. Okay.
With 10 weeks to the Harrogate Pram Show, the sales force is out reassuring the retailers. Silver Cross have got to get their new look right.
I wouldn't want to be the one that chose a fabric for a company to run with. I really wouldn't. It must be a very difficult situation. Very difficult.
Well, I think the Hazels, who are the directors of the company, look about 10 years older at the moment.
I mean, at least it's a pretty design. I would stay away from the plain grey.
Because they're prototypes and they've not been adjusted for the weight of the
This should come all the way round here too. I don't know, the baby's in the black hole of Calcutta at the moment.
Well, that's...
Is it too late to ask fundamental questions like, are we sure this is the right range?
They've underestimated the time needed for ordering fabrics.
I've got suppliers saying they can supply this, they can supply that, and in the end they don't, because they don't turn up with the goods, or they don't turn up with the goods on time, or the goods that they turn up with aren't useful for the nursery trade. So in the end I've just said, scrap the whole bloody lot. It's all disjointed, we've got to pull it all together. So I've decided to go as a collection, and we're going out as the Blue Room collection. And all the prams are going to have the theme of blue, obviously, but in different ways. Blue is a very commercial colour. It's one which is very well known within the brand. And it'll pull together and we can put it out as a range, rather than an incohesive collection of odds and sods of fabrics.
With the new colour schemes decided, the focus is now on the revamped chassis. There will be 5 variations, but the one that they're pinning their hopes on is lighter than Silver Cross has ever made before.
This is the stage where we're at the moment with a lightweight chassis, which is all aluminium, with all the parts that are important to be strong, still in steel and chromed, with a system for allowing it to collapse very simply.
Investor John Edwards has arrived with the 4th backer, David Carr. £3.5 million has now been sunk into Silver Cross. They've called a crisis meeting with the Hazels.
I think it might be useful to introduce a concept now as part of this discussion. Okay, the concept is that from now on the finance comes exclusively from the Hazels, and that the money that eventually comes out of Silver Cross when it is profitable, as much as we've currently put in collectively, comes out 40-40-20.
The reason being to get us to focus on the decision.
We haven't been using your money lightly and not making decisions because
you're actually the other way around.
I don't think I have, but I might be. But for example, you might have been losing sleep over the fact that you're using our money for decisions that you're making.
We have another approach would be we agree a limit, and above that we know that any further funding is from me and Laura alone. You know, that has the same.
Well, I think conversely, one of the things we could say is no. Graham and Laura will move back down to Oxfordshire, and David or John will move up here and put the money in themselves and carry on.
Yeah, I think you're right. I would choose not to. I think I almost don't want to decide now. I think what we have is we have a meeting, and we will then be seriously considering any of those sorts of 3 options of actually David and me agreeing to more, or the Hazels putting in the money, or considering whether we should really be continuing with the Weir Goods business at all.
There are times when you question whether it's all worth it, and you know, it feels like you're hitting your head against a brick wall. And there are easier ways of spending our working week.
Seriously, would you really do it again?
it's been harder. It's been harder than I expected. We were naive in coming in here. We knew we were. We knew that we didn't have the expertise. It's been. There have been more pitfalls and problems to work your way around than I ever expected, and they get wearing. So if we could have put the clocks back and said, would we jump into this hole again? I wouldn't. Now we're in it. We're in it, and we're going to make it work. But it's a lot of hard work.
We are losing quite a lot. Tens of thousands of pounds.
Regularly.
Very regularly.
Ultra regularly.
But we couldn't walk away. We wouldn't be able to live with ourselves if we walked away. We will make it work. I don't want to get to 90 and look back and think I didn't do enough, or I didn't make it work, or that was a failure. I want to get to 90 and think that whatever I tackled, I succeeded at.
Including turning around Silver Cross.
Yeah.
With 5 days to go, the staff are working flat out. They're still having trouble with suppliers, and vital parts have not been ordered in time.
We're going to have prams on the floor up there, and they're just going to have no handles on them, no adjustment, and it's one of the main benefits to our pram. I need that handle height adjuster, otherwise I might as well just hand my notice in now.
Fine, that's fine. That's more of a notice one. Okay. Right, we're gathered here today to look at some of the new products, which is really exciting, and to run through them so that you know what we'll be going forward with. First thing today, this afternoon, in fact. What day of the week is it?
The Blue Room collection has 25 items. Every model has been improved by the family.
Now, in the past, you would have to put your foot under there and then bring the brake back up. So this time, we've just made it so that to put it on, you go down, and to take it off, press with your foot, which is a real improvement.
This is it. This is the offending item, we think.
At the last minute, there's another setback. They run out of fabric.
It's fighting with each other, isn't it? Yeah, it's like a top layer and a bottom layer. It doesn't mix together.
Turn it round. We're not going to, any retailer of fabrics, buy enough off the counter.
Right, people, I'm going to stand here and hold it. What do you think?
Matches. It's okay, actually.
Yeah. I bet you this will turn out the best seller, and we've just done it today. Yeah.
I don't think so, actually.
The day before the show, and 100 exhibitors from around the world have already set up. Over the next 4 days, retailers from all over Britain will descend. But the Blue Room collection is nowhere to be seen.
But my main concern is about the handle height adjustment, the plastic components there, because they weren't finished even this morning.
No, I left it about 10, and Lee still hadn't got back.
Did he give an estimated time when the chassis will be finished being built?
No.
No.
Back at the factory, Lee is struggling to get the handles to work.
Is that too strong? The option is we've got to put it together and just tell them that it's prototyping and we'll have it ready in about a week's time. I mean, we're probably 2 days away from having it perfect, but we can't move the show. The show's there tomorrow.
The button doesn't work correctly and it's not going to be what they want, is it? It's going to look like a fault straight away.
At the moment, we have one pram working and 11 others not quite working.
So what time do you think you're going to get them here tomorrow morning?
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, okay. But let's get them right rather than rush them. Let's work on them all of the night if we need to.
Your mark over there, Bob.
The Harrogate Nursery Fair is due to open in just over 1 hour. The chassis have arrived, but the handle adjusters still don't work.
Bit disappointed, yeah, but never mind. Still got a great looking chassis.
Now they're pinning their hopes on the super lightweight aluminium chassis, the Silver Cloud.
On your back?
Yeah.
I'll be back in about 5 minutes, Christian. Just going to take you forward to the car.
Suddenly, after 10 months and £3.5 million, the moment has finally arrived.
Nervous, very nervous. Now we know whether the retailers like what we've got or not. So. And also put on brake. Well, I do it, just don't guys put on it really, and then just...
Basically, if you need it, we'll try and put it together.
My reaction when I came through the doors there was, wow. I don't know, it just looked so much more upmarket. It's totally different to anything else I've seen.
We've got the 5 chassis.
No rattle.
No rattle.
Very good.
And it looks superb, doesn't it?
The collection is really nice. I think
That's
yeah, we'll definitely be placing some orders here because I like what I see. I really do like what I see.
You can't give them anything but praise.
Oh yes, we'll be placing an order and we'll be putting it on our shop floor.
I'm looking a lot happier, yes. Very much so, yes. It's good. We're getting a good reaction. People are loving the things. So I'm feeling much happier, and they don't seem to mind the fact that the handles aren't working, which is a plus point.
There have been times where over the last couple of weeks we've thought, have we done the right thing with the fabrics? You know, are we barking up the wrong tree? And then today it's just, wow. And the anodized chassis, the lightweight Silver Cloud, has gone down very well. The thrust has been so positive that I'm smiling.
The proof will only be in the pudding, wasn't it?
Okay.
When
Right.
you get the product out there.
I promise you, the goods will be out between 4, maximum 6 weeks.
The retailers place orders for 1,000 pushchairs. Now they have to go into full production, and they've only got 6 weeks to get them into the shops, or they'll lose the floor space to rivals. The signs are not looking good.
You know, even though we always had these great intentions saying, right, we'll have all the goods ready to roll off the line as soon as the show is over, you know, we presented a plan yesterday whereby the goods were going to be ready about 8 weeks after the show. And this was despite us putting in place people to make sure that's what didn't happen, you know, months ago. And you know, here we are. You know, oh, you can have your goods, you know, early June.
Yeah, it left us with a feeling of, oh God, we've got so much more to do, and it isn't happening fast enough.
Still going.
After 4 weeks, some familiar problems are rearing their heads.
There are all sorts of supplier difficulties. Time and again, they fail to deliver. Only last week, they were due to deliver on Wednesday the next batch of material to go into the receipts and the prams. On the day of delivery, they phoned us and said, sorry, it's going to be 3 months late.
6 weeks are up, and only a quarter of the orders have gone out.
What I'm saying is that if we stay with the sales we've got and the number of people we've got, we'll never support a factory this size.
All goes back to having specific sales targets post-Harrogate, which you buy into, we agree to, and then if they're met...
Yes, but without other work, those sales targets alone won't make us break even.
13 months after walking into the factory, Graham and Laura called the Silver Cross staff together.
Do you want to come on through over here? Otherwise we'll be hiding behind boxes back there. We've got Chrome people here as well, haven't we? We have been reviewing our strategy for the business, and what we are now up to is basically the final stages of discussion with another company who are very keen to take a majority stake in this business. And if things go well, they'll be here, hopefully next week onwards, meeting everyone and getting their own feel for precisely the shape of this business. On the assumption that that deal will take place, the new managers and owners will be responsible for strategy decisions, and it would be inappropriate for me to say anything now about how the future for Silver Cross would be under their guidance and their ownership. Personally, obviously I'm disappointed we haven't achieved more while I've been here, but I am very confident that this new party will be right for Silver Cross. They'll be bringing new products to the business, and really that is what this business needs, more product.
Do you know if the future investors intend to continue manufacturing in Guiseley?
I can't say anything to do with the strategy in terms of where, what, who. It's their decision. I've agreed with them that they have one day to send an accountant in to confirm that what is here is what I've described. So, you know, the nature of this deal is let's not procrastinate, let's just get on with it. So I'm hopeful that we'll do something quickly. One of the great attractions for them is that Silver Cross is a very well-known brand, and they believe that that's an important part of their ongoing business strategy. Unlike us, they make profits.
Gutted, innit? I mean, by end of month, we all could be out of a job, or half of the factory could be out of a job again.
We've put a lot into this company. We just, for what, you know?
I mean, I had a job when I got made redundant, and I packed a job in to come back here. You know, because I was told that it'd be a lot better set up and everything. And then just after a year, then it doesn't sound promising at all.
They couldn't do enough for us at first, but we used to have a lot more, meetings were there regular, but we could tell over the last 12 months it's died off.
You lose your trust in them. You lose your trust. That's
a lot of things they said before, they've changed their minds on, you know, so you could tell things weren't going as smoothly as what they should be.
They seemed as though it was going to be easier than it was. You know, there's so many... so many big ideas in it, and it just seemed a bit too good to be true.
Just after a year, then they've sort of deserted us. That's the way I'd put it. Deserted us.
I think some of them will feel relieved that there is a clear team of managers coming on board now, but many will realise that their own jobs are under threat, and that they could well be laid off within the next few weeks, which is obviously very sad. I had a call last week from an acquaintance who was looking for us to use our manufacturing facilities in Guiseley to help him with a new business, and really my advice had to be, for what you're doing, don't think about manufacturing in the UK, find a partner in the Far East who can produce you the goods you're looking for, which really sums it up. It's sad, but it was what I felt to be the best advice I could give him.
The new owners, nursery specialists, have brought out 4 new models, including a trendy 3-wheeler. Sales are up, and for the first time in 10 years, Silver Cross is back in profit. And the family. Lee is making bath products with his other sister in Stoke-on-Trent. Bill is launching a range of kitchen cupboards in Florida. Laura is enjoying time with the children. And Graham has hit the list of fastest growing companies back in financial services.
Let there be you. Charting One, farming families move from Sussex to France. Will the government's incentives work for them? Trouble at the Top returns next Wednesday at 9 here on BBC Two.
Let there be cuckoos, a lark and a dove. But first of all, please let there be love.